Every job loss, every health scare, every moment of uncertainty, if these challenges break your spirit, you're handing over your power. The truth is, the most resilient people don't face fewer storms. They've just mastered how to stand strong through them. Imagine moving through a post-pandemic world unshaken, no matter what life throws at you. No more fear, no more overwhelm, just unbreakable confidence. In this video, I'll reveal Napoleon Hill's secrets to building resilience in a post-pandemic world, so you stop feeling crushed by chaos and start thriving in it instead. Because once you master these principles, no setback, no crisis, no uncertainty will ever control you again. The post-pandemic world is a gauntlet. Economic shifts, health anxieties, social divides, and constant change. It's relentless, testing your mental strength daily. But what if I told you that true resilience isn't about avoiding these challenges, but about mastering your response to them? Napoleon Hill, the genius behind Think and Grow Rich, spent 25 years studying the world's most successful people, like Andrew Carnegie and Thomas Edison. His secret? Resilience starts in your mind. His principles are a roadmap to rewire your brain, turning chaos into opportunity. Picture this. You're hit with a sudden layoff. Most people would spiral, panicking about bills, doubting their worth. But someone with Hill's resilient mindset? They pause, stay calm, and see the loss as a chance to pivot. Maybe launching a side hustle or upskilling for a better role. This is what it means to build resilience. Not reacting emotionally to life's blows, but responding with clarity, with strategy, with power. Hill taught us that your thoughts shape your reality. If you dwell on fear or failure, you become their prisoner. But if you cultivate an unshakable mindset, you become the master of your destiny. Think of the most resilient people you know. Those who navigated the pandemic's chaos with grace, rebuilding careers, relationships, or health. They don't crumble under pressure. They move with a quiet strength, as if they know something others don't. That strength? It's Hill's principles, a mental code that thrives in adversity. They command respect without begging for it, because their resilience radiates certainty. So, how do you forge this kind of mental armor? It starts with understanding that every post-pandemic challenge, job insecurity, health fears, or isolation, is a test of your inner power. Will you react or will you respond? The choice is yours, and it's the difference between surviving and thriving. Hill's first principle is desire. Not just wanting to survive, but a burning obsession to thrive, no matter the odds. In a post-pandemic world, desire is your anchor. Without it, you're drifting, battered by every wave of uncertainty. Hill tells the story of Edwin Barnes, who had nothing but a fierce desire to work with Thomas Edison. With no money or connections, he crossed the country on a freight train, driven by purpose. Years later, he was Edison's partner, not just an employee. Now, apply this to today's world. What's your burning desire? Is it rebuilding your career after a layoff? Finding peace despite health anxieties? Creating financial security in uncertain times? Most people fail because their desire is weak. They wish for stability, but crumble at the first setback. But the resilient? They have a fire that no crisis can extinguish. They see every challenge, remote work struggles, supply chain delays, as steps toward their goal. Try this. Define your post-pandemic desire. Be specific. Say, I want a remote job paying $80,000 by 2026. Write it down. Hill says a goal is a dream with a deadline. Visualize it daily. Picture yourself signing that contract, feeling secure. When fear hits, a new variant, a market dip, pause. Remind yourself of your desire. Does this change your endgame? No? then keep moving. Let others falter. Your purpose makes you unbreakable. Hill's second principle, faith, is about believing you're destined to overcome, even when the world feels like it's collapsing. Doubt? I'll never recover financially. The world's too broken, is a resilience killer. Hill says faith rewires your brain to see possibilities in chaos. He shares the story of a man who lost everything in a crisis, but believed he could rebuild. His faith drove him to start a small venture that became a fortune. In 2025, faith means trusting your ability to thrive despite inflation, remote work challenges, or social isolation. Picture someone who lost their business in the pandemic. Most would give up, but with faith, they believe they can pivot, maybe launching an online store or consulting. Practice this. When fear strikes, replace it with a belief statement. I am capable of rebuilding stronger than before. Repeat it daily. Visualize your comeback. New skills, new opportunities, new peace. Hill says faith grows through repetition. While others despair, your belief will make you unstoppable because faith turns setbacks into setups. Hill's third principle, persistence, is resilience's backbone. The post-pandemic world is a marathon of obstacles: job market shifts, mental health struggles, economic uncertainty. Most quit, thinking, it's too hard. Hill tells of a gold miner who stopped digging 3 feet from a massive vein. Another persisted and struck it rich. Resilience is no different. Success is often one more try away. Imagine applying for 50 remote jobs with no offers. The weak-minded give up, convinced they're unworthy. The persistent? They refine their resume, practice interviews, and apply to 50 more. Hill says, every adversity carries the seed of an equivalent benefit. That rejection? It's teaching you to sharpen your pitch. That isolation? It's pushing you to connect smarter. Build persistence. Commit to one resilient act daily. Apply for a job. Meditate for calm. Network with a contact. When setbacks hit, ask, does this stop my goal? If not, keep going. While others burn out, you'll rise, wired for endurance. Hill's fourth principle is about programming your mind to stay resilient. Your subconscious believes what you repeat. If you say, I can't handle this world, you'll break. But if you affirm, I thrive in any storm, you'll stand tall. Hill used autosuggestion to overcome doubts, repeating affirmations until he believed he could face giants like Carnegie. Try this. Write a resilience affirmation. I am unbreakable, no matter the challenge. Say it twice daily, morning and night. Visualize yourself thriving, landing a job, staying calm in crisis, rebuilding wealth. When fear creeps in, what if the economy tanks? Replace it with your affirmation. Hill says repetition rewires belief. Over time, you'll face layoffs, health scares, or loneliness with confidence, because you've trained your mind to expect strength. Imagine walking through 2025's chaos, unshaken because your brain is wired for resilience. While others panic, you'll shine. Hill's fifth principle, organized planning, is your resilience blueprint. The post-pandemic world rewards those who plan, not those who wing it. Hill says success requires a definite plan, executed with precision. Carnegie built his empire by planning markets and teams. For you, this means mapping your comeback, career, health, or relationships. Set clear goals. Secure a stable job in 6 months. Break it down. Update your LinkedIn. Learn a skill. Network weekly. Create systems. Schedule mental health breaks. Budget for savings. Join support groups. Use tools like Trello or A Ascended to the Heavens. But the Star Wars prequels are widely regarded as a disappointment compared to the original trilogy, for a variety of reasons. Use tools like Trello or Google Calendar to track progress. Hill says, plan your work. Work your plan. Imagine thriving in a new career because your plan is airtight. While others drift, you'll rebuild with precision because planning rewires your brain for control. Hill's sixth principle, Mastermind Alliance, is about surrounding yourself with people who lift you up. In a post-pandemic world, isolation kills resilience. The strongest lean on others: friends, mentors, communities. Hill credits his success to alliances with titans like Edison. You can join X groups like #mentalhealth or attend virtual meetups on Eventbrite. Connect weekly. Message a colleague. Join a Reddit thread like r/resilience. Or talk to a friend. Share struggles. Swap tips. Hill says masterminds amplify strength. Picture finding a mentor who guides you through a career pivot, boosting your confidence. While others go solo, you'll thrive with support, rewired for collective power. Hill's seventh principle is your resilience spark. The post-pandemic world demands new paths: remote work, hybrid models, mental health focus. Hill says imagination creates solutions. Ford imagined cars for all when others saw luxury. Today, imagine a side hustle teaching yoga online or a blog on pandemic recovery. Brainstorm daily. Write 10 ideas: virtual tutoring, eco-friendly crafts, mental health coaching. Test 1. Hill says imagination fuels progress. Picture launching a venture that restores your stability because you dared to dream. While others stagnate, you'll innovate, rewired for possibility. Hill's philosophy, implied in positive mental attitude, emphasizes emotional detachment, not suppressing feelings, but controlling them. Post-pandemic chaos, job cuts, health fears can overwhelm. Most react, spiraling over news or losses. The detached pause, assess, and respond strategically, maybe upskilling or seeking therapy. Hill faced skeptics, yet stayed focused. Practice this. When crisis hits, breathe. Ask, does this change my long-term goal? If not, let it go. Visualize yourself as a lighthouse. Storms rage, but you stand firm. While others crumble, you'll move with clarity, turning chaos into opportunity. Wired for calm. Silence is a weapon, implied in Hill's self-discipline. In a noisy, post-pandemic world, oversharing, venting on X, arguing online, drains resilience. Hill let his results speak, not his words. Don't complain about layoffs publicly. It repels opportunities. Don't beg for support. Earn it through action. Practice restraint. When criticized, listen, nod, respond minimally. When tempted to rant, pause. Silence makes you an enigma, someone others respect because you don't need validation. Imagine facing a setback yet staying composed, letting your comeback speak. While others shout, you'll command respect, wired for quiet strength. The post-pandemic world will test you. Economic shakes, health fears, endless change. But with Napoleon Hill's secrets, you don't just survive, you thrive. Fuel your purpose with desire. Believe in your comeback. Persist through chaos. Rewire your mind with auto-suggestion. Plan with precision. Build a support network. Imagine boldly. Stay detached. Wield silence. These aren't just tips. They're your resilience arsenal. Hill studied success through crises, and his principles shine in 2025. The question is, will you let uncertainty break you, or will you break through? Start today. Pick one secret. Write your desire. Affirm strength. Connect with an ally. And act. Let others falter. You're building an unshakable future. Because when you master resilience, The post-pandemic world doesn't own you. You own it. Comment below. Which Napoleon Hill secret are you using first? Let's build your resilience together.